I'm Lisa.
And I'm Anton.
And this is the journey of turning our dream of Celtica into a reality.
Hospitality really meant something to our Celtic ancestors, and over the years that we've been together, we've been told again and again how much people love to come and stay with us.
Guest teachers have come from all over the world. Many a dinner has been cooked, many a tale told, and much love and laughter shared within our home.
In this series, we follow the building of Ty Noddfa Bach, our little sanctuary, and the first step on the path that leads to Celtica.
There's a lot of work to be done, so let's get started.
Today, we have a tree crew taking down the dead maple that's covered with carpenter ants inside. You can see there's a big hole there, and it's hollow inside. And this, 2 locust trees, this one which has been dropping dead branches onto the neighbor, and we're afraid it's going to drop into our pool. So this is all part of our get the garden sorted out business. So they have a giant crane and they're gonna cut up and frappe everything. All right, man attached to crane in tree. Pretty wild. I'm sorry, little maple. I know. All that poison ivy. Oy, oy, oy. See what happens. I'm really going to miss this little maple tree. It's actually not so little. It was around since I was small. It used to be out by our chicken coop. It came down in just 4 bites. And as you can see, it got frapped up, and these guys worked like ants themselves, shoving all the leaves and branches into the chipper. When you look closely, you'll notice that the carpenter ants had hollowed it out almost all the way to the top. So it would have been only a matter of a short bit of time before it had fallen down by itself. It did lend a lot of shade, but we're actually trying to build our garden space, and I'm sure that we'll get a lot more sunshine without the looming threat of the old maple tree falling into the yard.
Don't drop anything. Look, just gonna pull it over the pool. Oh man, that was about to fall down. Look.
Oh yeah, it's all bad.
I think he's going to take it around the other side and lay it down on the foundation, and they'll cut it up there.
Well, that's where they got the frapper.
Oop, there goes a piece. Just fell off.
This tree was even more dangerous. It turned out that most of it was dead, and we were really glad that we had them come to take it down. This guy was some wacky trapeze artist, let me tell you. He had to maneuver between 3 sheds in order to get into the places that he wanted to get to make the cuts. Then they had to swing the tree out, and in some cases over the pool, glad they had insurance, as bits dropped off here and there until they got it to the ground where they could cut it up. It was really incredible to watch. And these pieces are huge because, again, this giant tree came down in about 4 bites. And as with any project, there's a lot of hurry up and wait, and then everything seems to happen all at once. So you guys out there who watch with a careful eye might notice that in between taking the trees down and processing the wood to stack, the concrete pad appears out of nowhere in between. That's because we had to accommodate the people who came to pour the concrete pad in the middle of all this chaos. But never mind, you'll see all that next episode. For now, you're going to want to make sure you watch this episode all the way through. You'll see there's a surprise special guest at the very end. Another day in the neighborhood. We've got a little bit of wood here and a little bit of wood over there. And Nana's coming next week to take all that wood. And we've moved the seasoned wood up to our porch. And we're parking our cars ceremoniously where the 2 Mustang days will be. And we are going to split all this wood and put it on the empty cribs. That's our goal.
So we get to the end of another fun-filled day. It's looking kind of bright because I'm in the floodlight here. We've just put the log splitter to bed for the night. As you can see, it's been hard at work, but it's a lot easier than an axe, let me tell you. And we have managed so far to knock off the first row of 3 rows, with each row bigger than the last. So this one only went to here, if you can see. So let me see. And we have got, if we bimble over yonder, past our root sculpture, root sculpture. I can even say it in English. Goodness gracious me. Slightly bushed. Let's have a butcher's. So here we go. We have now got one completely filled log crib, which myself and Mrs. B had to fight to get the cover back on. But there you go, and we're starting on the next one. So I think we're going to need a lot more log cribs, is the long and the short of it. And that's what a 22-foot truck looks like in a 24-foot garage. It doesn't quite fit, but it's just there out the way for now. So there you go, a fun day.
Well, all of the wonderful old chestnut beams finally found a home. I was contacted by a guy on Facebook who said, "Where are you located?" I say, "Across from the Modena Cemetery." He said, "Oh, that must be interesting." I said, "You have no idea." But it was actually us who had no idea, because guess who came to get the wood? None other than Joshua Leonard from the Blair Witch Project.
So, our story continues, and let me introduce you to a fine fellow by the name of Josh, who has plans for our wood. Say no more.
Anton, Lisa, thank you. I found you guys on Facebook Marketplace in the middle of reconstructing a 1700 stone house and an 1800s barn, and this wood will be cleaned up and salvaged and hopefully used for a couple more centuries.
We're so pleased about that, and hope it brings lots and lots and lots of joy. Thank you, Josh, and thank you for saving the barn.
Thank you for saving it so I could save it from you.